An economic recession is typically caused by a combination of various factors that contribute to a significant decline in economic activity, such as a decrease in gross domestic product, GDP, an increase in unemployment, and a general slowdown in consumer spending. Here are some of the main factors that can cause a recession. Tight monetary policy. When central banks raise interest rates to combat inflation or control the money supply, it can lead to a decrease in borrowing and spending, which can slow down economic growth. Decline in business investment. When businesses reduce their investment in new equipment, research and development, or other capital expenditures, it can lead to a decrease in economic activity. Decrease in consumer spending. When consumers reduce their spending due to a decrease in confidence or an increase in personal debt, it can lead to a decrease in economic activity. External shocks. Economic recessions can also be triggered by external events such as natural disasters, global pandemics, wars, or significant geopolitical events. Bursting of asset bubbles. When the value of assets such as housing, stocks, or bonds rises rapidly and then suddenly drops, it can lead to a decrease in consumer and business confidence and cause a recession. There are different ways to categorize types of economic recession, and there is no one definitive classification. However, here are some common ways to categorize economic recessions. Cyclical recession. A cyclical recession is the most common type of recession and is associated with the normal business cycle. It typically occurs as a result of overproduction or oversupply of goods, which leads to a decrease in demand and a decline in economic activity. Structural recession. A structural recession is caused by long-term changes in the economy, such as changes in technology, demographics, or industry. These changes can lead to a mismatch between skills and job requirements, and a decline in economic activity in certain industries. Financial recession. A financial recession is caused by problems in the financial sector, such as the bursting of a financial bubble, a banking crisis, or a credit crunch. These problems can lead to a decline in lending, investment, and economic activity. Global recession. A global recession occurs when multiple countries experience a simultaneous economic downturn. This can be caused by global events such as a financial crisis, a natural disaster, or a pandemic. Consumer-led recession. A consumer-led recession occurs when consumers reduce their spending due to a decrease in confidence, a rise in personal debt, or a decline in income. This can lead to a decline in demand for goods and services, and a decrease in economic activity. It is important to note that these types of recessions are not mutually exclusive and can occur simultaneously or sequentially. Additionally, the causes and characteristics of each recession can vary depending on the specific economic conditions and context. Overall, an economic recession is usually caused by a combination of factors that lead to a decline in economic activity. Governments and central banks often use monetary and fiscal policy measures to try to mitigate the impact of a recession and support economic recovery.